episode are we up to? 4.
So 4. So this one is
Stuff.
two-parter. Stuff.
That's
Two-parter.
like 30 minutes.
So,
Everything else is going for 15.
So essentially, we're going to talk about Maitland Gaol and the hauntings.
Maitland Gaol.
Yeah, essentially. And so basically decided because there's so many things to talk about, we're going to kind of split this in two. Firstly, we're going to do history and the gruesome shit that's happened there.
I like it.
And then the next part's going to be ghosts. And someone maybe with an inside story.
Dun, dun.
I used to work there.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, you worked at the jail?
Yeah.
What'd you do there?
Laser tag.
You worked at laser tag? Why would you ever put a job like where your job is laser tag?
Well, you can put that in your job description.
Best
What do you
job
do?
ever.
Laser tag.
Laser tag.
Fake fucking captain.
Didn't pay much.
The laser tag job pays in lasers.
Did pay in lasers.
Taking all them lasers.
Now you gotta collect those for
Taking
the
them to the
future.
bank.
We'll get to this anyway.
Yeah, that's the second part.
Piqued my interest at least.
So anyway, yep, we're going to Maitland Gaol, which is local to us, basically. So, Maitland Gaol was built from sandstone and opened in December of 1848.
What's that in feet? What,
What's that in days?
how do you spell jail here in Australia?
It's Gaol. And apparently is actually a different thing to Jail. So, a G jail is a prison, where JAIL is a temporary holding facility.
Huh.
It's also the longest continuously operating correctional facility in all New South Wales.
Huh.
Because it basically closed in 1998. So, Jesus. I just realized that's almost an exact...
In what?
That's 150 years.
On the dot?
Yeah, like same year. Like, it's
Did
1848
that
to
say month?
1998. I think it was January, so it didn't quite make it all the way to a full 100.
I was gonna say because that's this year is 2018.
Holy shit. Yeah, like,
20 years. Yeah.
20 years from
I
there.
forgot what year it was, I will admit. I've been reading a lot about past dates lately.
So I mean, like in the last 20 years, that jail has gone from like holding people like Ivan Milat and all these kinds of stuff to like laser tag and film TV shows there.
Yeah. And even like
Hung
film
away.
students go in and make crappy TV shows that no one ever sees.
My nan and auntie held an art gallery show there.
Jesus. We wanted to host bands, was one of our ideas. We were going to get bands up in different cells
Well,
and
there's
stuff.
that beer. What's that beer?
Oktoberfest.
Bitter
and Twisted.
Bitter and Twisted.
Yeah, something.
No. That comes up a lot when you're on the website. It's like
Bitter and
one of the
Twisted.
things that happens.
Yeah, a jail and
Beer
beers.
festival.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so 150 years. And during that time, it was home to numerous infamous individuals and horrific incidents.
Can I guess one? Not a incident.
A person?
Person. Chopper Reed.
Yeah.
He was there, wasn't he?
Right, sure. I know Ivan Milat was.
I did read through the list of
Maybe
names.
it was Ivan Milat that I'm thinking of.
Probably.
My mate's dad.
It wasn't
guarded
that
him.
long.
Yeah. My mate's dad guarded him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was trying to remember who told me that.
That's what made him quit being a police officer slash like security jail person because he was like that guy was creepy as fuck.
Yeah, well, essentially,
Looking
I'm literally about to get into Ivan Milat. So they believe that these might have led to some hauntings, these people and incidents that occurred.
I believe it.
So we'll jump into Ivan Milat, as been mentioned, who was arrested for the murders of several backpackers.
Yep.
Pretty famous Australian murderer.
Yeah, well, that's one way to put it, yes.
Yeah.
So I don't like the best of them.
Is he dead now?
Yeah, he was one of the prisoners there. A year after Ivan was first sent to Maitland Gaol, he made a failed escape attempt alongside convicted drug dealer George Savas.
How would you even try to escape Maitland Gaol? You've seen how hard those fucking walls are.
There were a bunch of attempts, and there was actually a lot of almost successful ones. The day after the failed escape attempt, Savas was found hanging after committing suicide in his cell.
Oh, that's not...
Just a little bit of coincidence, possibly.
Yeah, coincidence.
And Milat was later moved out, like not long after that.
Did you kill this man? Yep.
We're just gonna move you. I think it was
we're just
Goldman.
going to send you out anyway, because I think you killed that man.
Pretty sure after you got sent to jail for killing people, you killed someone
You
else.
killed someone else in here.
Mate,
They're trying to help you escape, and you
It
just
went
didn't make
sideways.
it. So you
Like
killed
they
him.
literally just got
Or he
caught
killed
by
himself
guards
because
on
he
the
was
way
like,
out.
Quit, you
I don't
murderer.
want to, I'm just pissed off Ivan Milat.
Just like, I ain't gonna deal with this shit. So yeah, flogging was pretty common practice, especially while the jail was being built. They used to do a lot of floggings in the area.
Full of soap.
And public executions were pretty, were there until 1861. They had pretty big crowds too. Apparently it was a pretty popular thing to go
There's still,
to.
there's still a gallows there, isn't there?
Near the gate, isn't it?
It feels like the entrance was like,
Yeah.
put old mate there, let him hang.
Because they had like the pits where they just throw bodies. It was just like they threw the people there.
Yeah.
They threw them in the hole.
Probably still bodies there somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's gone in there and cleaned them up.
So apparently 16 men were executed on site, all for rape or murder. I think it was like 13 or 14 for murder, and the rest for rape. Something like that. It was some sort of number like that. And also whipping.
rapists.
Whipping still occurred there until 1905, when all corporal punishment was just outlawed in Australia. So they couldn't do it anymore.
Can't even whip them no more.
I mean,
Nah.
they couldn't do it legally anymore.
Back in my day. Yeah, that's true.
Back in my day, we
I mean,
whip prisoners.
Told them what's what. So I'll move on to another little story that we found.
Little ditty.
In 1980, in Cell 7 of Sea Wing, and Sea Wing will come up again. Little teaser.
Can we have a map? Can we get a map of where Sea Wing is?
It's like, yeah.
What, I'm trying to remember when we used to do
Yeah,
laser tag.
B Wing was.
Was it all the way over to
I
the
remember
front
being
door,
all the way
go
to
through
the
front
right was
door,
B Wing, because I'm pretty sure B Wing
Got a
had
book
the
in there about Maitland Gaol.
the
Yeah, I
thing
do.
there.
all the way to the right.
Yeah, it had the
Visitor
visitor
Centre.
center and stuff. I'm pretty
That's
sure that
B.
would be. So C would have been. Shit, would have been in front, or was it the one?
Was See the big one at the back at the right?
It might have been. Actually, I think it might have been, because I
Then,
think.
then there was two in the middle.
Because there was.
A-
Fuck, I'm
a-
trying to remember
a-
which wing it said they attached those outside cells on. Because it could have been attached to the one with those independent cells. I know they were built later. But I don't remember what cell they were attached to. I did read. Like,
Okay.
literally today.
C-block.
So anyway, yeah, C-block, C-wing, as it's referred to here. They built, god damn it, a 5.5 meter tunnel was discovered. Please don't. Please. Tunnel was discovered after an inmate alerted the warden to its presence.
Oh, snitch!
Yep. And you know what happens to snitches?
They get
gonna think
fucking
on?
dead.
So he let the warden know, and that same prisoner was later found dead. Covered by a sheet of plastic to match the floor, his throat had been cut so violently that it hinged on the back of his neck.
Oh.
So,
Fucking nearly headless Nick over here.
yeah,
Oh my
nearly
God.
headless Nick this motherfucker.
Nearly headless nicked him.
Fuck. 16 feet.
So yeah, that guy died. Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super
Yeah.
hard. I like that he had plastic over top of him to look like a
Yeah, this is that
They
fact
pulled
might
up
be
the line
slightly
out
off.
and just covered him over the
Yeah.
top. I don't
Like,
see this.
all of the blood from his
Because I'm pretty
head
sure it's
being
the,
taken off pretty much.
the
It's like-
same plastic they used to cover the hole as well. So they were hiding the hole with this stuff, and then we're like, we're going to knock this guy off. Can't really hide a body.
Yeah.
We do have this
Ah,
plastic.
fuck it, we'll put him in the hole.
Yeah, just put him in
Dig
the
a new
plastic.
hole and put him in.
Right.
Put a piece of
Throw a
plastic over the
sheet,
top.
throw a sheet
Yeah.
over him, no one will see it.
So those guys did not make it out, essentially, and we're not happy about it.
Yeah, they cut old mate's fucking head nearly off.
So moving on to cell block, C block again, and this time in cell 4. So this is 3 cells, I guess. I don't know how the cells were. They opposite. I don't know.
3 cells less.
Yeah, less than 7.
Here we go. Fucking
This story may not be true. It's a story that's told, but there's not a lot of evidence to back it up.
Yep. Barracks.
So supposedly, cells 4 housed a Satanist who would conduct rituals in his cell. Signs
Yeah.
of which can still be seen in graffiti on the walls.
Oh, good.
And it's also one of the only cells that is padlocked and has not been opened in years.
That's,
It's
I
just,
think I remember one that was like you weren't allowed in.
yeah, you just
I think
can't
you
go
just
in
don't
that
get
one.
It was just padlocked up.
So basically the story goes that one day he self-immolated, lit himself on fire in his cell, and one poor ass little guard was sent in to clean it up.
Oh man, it's my first day.
That's nice.
God. A man who was described as a family man with a stable head. So, a little bit of foreshadowing, because he later slashed his wrist with glass from a smashed mirror in his home bathroom. Supposedly, written in blood on the wall, I presume? It didn't really say. It said that basically he had to kill himself to stop Satan from rising and taking over.
That makes sense.
So,
I agree. 100%. Yeah.
yeah.
Was
so,
so
Yep. Okay.
these things may, some believe, lead to ghosts taking up residence.
Ghosty goose.
You don't
In a
say. Haunted on in a bunch.
A little bit haunted, apparently. So, alright, so. I forgot what I was going to say.
Ghosts.
So, yeah, what do you guys think could be
Oh, it's ghosts.
a bit of a
ghosts.
bad
100%
mojo going on, man?
There's some
100%
terrible
ghosts.
juju.
Yeah.
There's some bad juju in
There's
that
some bad
place.
juju
That
going
place
on.
Feels like bad juju when you walk in.
The place is creepy as fuck.
It is pretty creepy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically a history of Maitland Gaol. A little short one. There's a lot more went on, a lot of riots and protests and stuff.
Part 1.
Probably a lot of other stabbings and stuff, I assume. So.
In saying that, if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, it's
That's where I'm going.
it's my go-to hiding
It
spot.
was,
It's a good
so
place.
when I was working there, I was like, this is it. This is where I go.
Yeah, there's high
good
walls, close to a water source, there's open fields for growing food. It's pretty much got everything you could ever need for a zombie apocalypse.
Corpses down there somewhere.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah, we're gonna
like,
beep it. For up.
It's okay. Like, it's fine. It's gonna be great though, okay?
We're gonna be great.
You need to go like around. Apparently you work there. Someone was telling me about this. It's great, yeah.
We're about to find out more about that
Yeah, it's
in the
really
next
cool.
episode. So yeah, and next part we'll get into the actual hauntings and a little personal story. So yeah, subscribe to stuff.
Subscribe to stuff. That's not our channel, Bert.
Shit!
We're soft stuff.
Subscribe to
Stuff
Stuff Jubes
Jubes.
to get more stuff.
There you go.